Welcome back for video 3 of creating our character, Captain Blender. In our last video, we formed the body here and the arms. Today is going to be a little more complex. We're going to create the hands and the gloves for the character. Alright, so let's get started. Let's get a zoom in. Here, we're going to focus right on the hand. And let's go ahead and get in edit mode. I'm going to choose face select and select the 4 faces here on the end of my arm. Back to front view. I'm going to go ahead and grab this and bring it back before the wrist just a little bit. And now give it an extrude right here to the wrist. And now a second extrude basically where the thumb's going to start. I'm going to grab it, push it up just a little bit. And now I want to get a top view, so 7 on the number pad, and we need to widen this out. So I'm going to scale it on the Y. Now back to my front view. I'm going to extrude it once again. Let's get to the other side of the thumb. I'll grab it, kind of push it up in place here. Back to our top view, and scale it on the Y a little bit more. Back to our front. One more extrude. Let's grab it. And one final extrude. Okay, now let's take a look from the top view and see what we have. That's a pretty good hand shape going on here. Now this is a little bit out of the order from the PDF lesson, but I think we're going to go ahead and make this part of the glove. So I'm going to switch to Edge Select, hold the Alt key, and select this loop. So we have this loop going all the way around. And we're going to now rip the mesh. So in order to do that, we're going to hit the V key, V as in Victor, and just separate these two mesh. If after you do that you have this loop selected, then just go ahead and hold Alt and select the other loop. I'm going to do a Shift Z, so we go into wireframe mode. And now extrude over to the loop on the left, and I'm going to scale it up and start pushing this in place. Now you may have to go back into solid mode and take a look, see what you can do to scale this so it's around the arm. Outside the arm there's a little bit of space, but you keep it formed pretty close to the arm. So let's switch over to Vertex Select. I'm going to move some of these just a little bit closer. Again, they don't have to be right up against the arm, but we want kind of an even spacing around as much as we can. Alright, I'm going to reselect this loop. And we'll go ahead and extrude it the rest of the way. So let me get a wireframe mode. And extrude on out to the end of the glove. Then scale it up. Ooh, a little too much. Okay, grab it, move it in place. And again, just try to scale it so it's forming around the forearm here. And let's go ahead and start moving vertices to bring this in closer. Alright, so just important, you don't want it, of course, to be busting through anywhere on the forearm. And I think it would be best if we kind of line these up so they're all pretty much in a vertical position. And take a look at the back side here. We can see this one needs to definitely come forward. Looks like I'm going to have to push it out now. Perhaps this one can come back a little. So again, try to line them up as much as you can. There we go. Alright, now we want to create a little bit of depth to our glove, so I'm going to select the loop again. Give it just a real short extrude here. Now I'm going to do an extrude scale, so E then S. Come in just a little bit. Back to our front view. Let's go into wireframe so we can see what's going on. And I'm going to do another extrude and come to the right. Scale it in just a little bit. And now I'll go ahead and extrude all the way back to the wrist. And scale this down so we tuck it inside the mesh. Now if we go back into solid mode, you can see we've created this nice little edge. Let's look at it in object mode. You can see it a little better. Looks like maybe I'm going to want to refine this down here. It's kind of close to the forearm. But for right now, I think this will do. Alright, next up we're going to tackle the thumb. So I'm going to switch back to face select. And from my front view here, I'm going to select these two faces. Let's get a top view. We're going to start out with an extrude. And go ahead and start scaling this down. Now from a front view here, we want to try to round this out as much as possible. So I'm going to switch back to vertex select. Start moving these vertices around and see if we can't get more of a rounded shape. Mainly I'm just taking the top and bottom ones, bringing them a little closer together, and the side ones come out just a little. We have to pull down, so we get it kind of an equal shape all the way around. That looks pretty good. Back to face select. Let's get our top view, and now we're going to try to draw out or pull out this thumb. So even though it starts out this way, pretty quickly you want to give it a little bit of a rotate and extrude. And we're going to take a look at that. I think we could scale down a little. I'm going to grab it, rotate it. So we want it to kind of churn this way, just if you were to look at your thumb, how it would start heading downwards as well. The hand is definitely one of those where we could play around with it a lot. I'm going to give one last extrude here. And I'm going to scale this one down to kind of round off the thumb. Now I would definitely come back to this, maybe go to my edge select, select some loops, and play around with the geometry until I got something that I'm really happy with for the thumb. But for the interest of time, I'll do that on my own, and we'll move on to the fingers. Okay, now to start off the fingers, I want to first sort of square this off on the end of the palm here. So I'm going to select these vertices that kind of seem out of alignment and straighten them up. And hopefully your four squares are fairly even. You know, it's not too skinny on one side or the other. Perhaps I could pull these out just a little bit to even that out. There we go. And we're going to open this up. So I'm going to select this vertex right on the end and hit X and choose vertex. And now we've opened up the end of this hand. With the top view now, I'm going to come on up here and we're going to make some cuts so that we can create four faces along here for the fingers. So I'm going to hit K and click. Come down here into this second one, come across and back, and spacebar. So now you can see we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. So if I do a Control 7, I can get the bottom of the hand. Okay. This one we're going to come further down. So 3 faces in. Click and spacebar. So now we have our cuts at the top and on the bottom. Ooh, there we go. Alright, now we need to close this up. So in order to close this up, we're going to get our side view. Let's go ahead and deselect those. And we're going to start with this vertex right over here on the end. Be careful, it's kind of difficult to select sometimes. And I'm going to hit E and extrude this over. Now I'm going to connect these 4 vertices up here. So I have my first one selected. I'm going to hold Shift, get my next one. So I have 4, hit F to face it. Now we get the bottom half. 1, 2, 3, and 4. F to face. Okay, if you need to, these lined up pretty well. But sometimes you got to adjust them around. Let's go ahead and do our next one. So we're going to start with this one. E for extrude. I'm extruding out this vertice. Try to bring it underneath the next row here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. F for face. Now the bottom half. Okay. Again. Face. Face. Alright. Now this last one I do not need to extrude because I have one over here to connect to. So just 1, 2, 3, and 4. F. And our last one. Alright. Next up, let's you can see on mine this one's a little bit big. So I'm just going to grab these 3 vertices. You adjust yours as needed. So I'll just grab it, slide it over. So we want 4 sections here, each with 2 faces that are at least close to being the same size. Okay, we're ready to start pulling out the fingers. For this, we're going to switch back to face select. And I'm going to start with the one furthest away from the thumb. So we'll do the pinky first. And how about we get a top view? So we're going to be pulling this out, and instead of straight out, I'm going to let it as if the hand's spreading out just a little bit. So let's start with an extrude. Give it just a short extrude. And before I extrude anymore, I'm going to come in here and adjust my vertices so we can round this out as much as possible. So I can see this one I should pull out a little bit. So this is a lot of fine tuning, but I find it's better to take care of it now and try to fix it later. Alright, so now we got a fairly round finger. I'm going to select these 2 again. And don't be afraid if you get some weird results with this. You know, it's something that you can come and play around with some more. Again, I gave it a little bit of a rotate so it's going to head out, not straight out. Let's give it an extrude. Looks like maybe I can scale this down a little bit. And we want to give a little indication of the knuckles. So where the knuckles will go, I'm doing 3 extrudes and trying to, again, just show a little indentation here by scaling. Right here, I'm going to scale up a little bit. Extrude. Scale it back down. Now let's go out to the tip of the finger. And one more. Scale that end to kind of round it off. So you can see I could always come back in with these loops and play around with them, scale them if they look too big, adjust them until you get something that you're happy with. Now from a front view you see the drawing has some kind of bending down. I wouldn't worry about that. You can just let them come straight out. Same thing with the thumb here. We'll just let it be more of a flat hand than a relaxed hand. But each finger now, do that individually. So I'll come face select again and get the next one. Let's get our top view. Again, an extrude. You may want to start to rotate it, move it this way a little bit. Now this one's definitely kind of skinny, so I may just scale it on the Z to start with and scale on the Y to widen it up. and then adjust the vertices. So you're going to do this for each finger, and instead of watching me do each one, I'm going to pause here and do mine while you do yours, and then we'll come back. Alright, so the hand is definitely something you can spend a lot of time on, playing around with the loops until you get something that you like the best. Do your best on here, get it as look as natural as you can. Remember, it doesn't have to necessarily follow the drawing, but they should be about the same length. You want to have that edge on the glove. Let's go ahead and go into object mode now and do a right click and shade smooth. It'll give us a better idea of how our model is looking. Again, not on the video, but I did play around with the vertices on the chest a little bit so we can get a better looking shape here on our figure. So I encourage you to do that as well. And we are now done with lesson 3, so let's get our screenshots. So we want one of our front view. We need to at least see the arm and the front of the hand. Let's go ahead and just do this one in object mode. Go Window, Save Screenshot. So we are now in lesson 3. So I'm going to say Captain Blender lesson 3. We'll save it as a PNG. And I would like to see a top view as well, so I can see the fingers of the hand clearly. So one more here. Window, Screenshot. Lesson 3. How about -2? Alright, so now we are all set. In the next lesson, we will open up where to place the neck and create a space for it, and create a belt for our character. Alright, until next time, see you then.